You know, it's funny, when Sony lost out on the Activision deal, everybody was saying it was going to be the end of PlayStation. I heard it all over, I saw it on social media. I even thought, if Microsoft were to make these games exclusive to Xbox, that might well really hurt PlayStation in the long run. Well, it turns out Microsoft isn't going to make any of the Call of Duty games exclusive to Xbox. PlayStation is going to get them all. And that's not the only thing. We got a very interesting announcement that makes it even better on PlayStation than it would be on Xbox. And this is really interesting because I saw a lot of people talking about this and I'm like, there's no way this could actually be a thing, could it? And I wanted to look deeper into it. And then of course there was some articles that came up that I thought, hey, this is a really interesting kind of take on this, and I wonder what everybody else thinks about this. I think that personally Microsoft must be kind of shaking their head a little bit at this and wondering, what they can do. Now, of course, long term, Microsoft is in a very good place because Microsoft is going to make a lot of money, and Microsoft likes to make money. It doesn't really matter to them that, Minecraft is on everything. They like making that money and having this game that's like pretty much inundated among millions and millions of fans. The same thing with Call of Duty. I wasn't sure that they would keep it, exclusive, but I thought maybe they would do something if they could get away with it. And maybe they would have if it wasn't for the FTC stuff. But at the end of the day, that's not how things work. But I did want to talk about this because this brings up a valid question. We're all looking forward to getting Call of Duty on Game Pass, right? I think that's a big thing for me day and date. Now, I've run with people for years on Xbox. I've had forged friendships for, multiple years since the Xbox 360 days even, and the thing is, it's harder and harder to talk those friends who we used to run on with Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops, World at War. A lot of those people, while they like Call of Duty, don't want to spend $80, $90 on a new Call of Duty every year. I found that to be the case this past year with Vanguard, which I thought Vanguard multiplayer played extremely well. And I told everybody that, but getting people to buy that game proved incredibly difficult. I couldn't get anybody to do it. So I think, most of my friends do run Game Pass, and so I think once the Call of Duty games are in Game Pass, it'll be much easier for them to hop back on. It's going to actually help with the amount of people on the games and things like that. But it may take longer than expected for Call of Duty games to become day one Game Pass releases because of the remaining duration of Activision's partnership with PlayStation for Call of Duty. Could mean there's a delay on the day one ports. Now listen, Microsoft's ongoing acquisition of Activision Blizzard actually sent a shock through the video game industry. Activision Blizzard is responsible for major franchises like Call of Duty, Overwatch, World of Warcraft, Candy Crush, and the potential for these franchises to become exclusive to Xbox devices could have changed the industry, at least in Call of Duty's case. However, changes are unlikely to be made for several more years. That means that no Xbox exclusives or Day 1 Game Pass releases until potentially 2025 or 2026. The report comes from the insider and leaker Tom Henderson and specifically pertains to Activision's partnership with PlayStation regarding Call of Duty. Henderson says he believes the Activision-Sony deal includes the next 3 major Call of Duty game releases. Considering Activision's reported release schedule for its next several Call of Duty games, that would mean that Sony's contract would end in 2024. As such, it would be 2025 or potentially 2026 before Microsoft had a main series Call of Duty title to even consider launching into Game Pass Day 1. Activision's release schedule for its next 3 major Call of Duty games has been heavily reported on. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 has already been announced to launch in October later this year. Next, there's a Battle Royale reboot of Call of Duty Warzone 2. Warzone 2 won't be launching alongside Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, but is instead believed to be planned for 2023. The third game, Treyarch's next Call of Duty title, is reported to be breaking the annual Call of Duty release schedule and will release instead and launch in 2024. While release schedules can change, especially consider Microsoft is certain to be making some significant changes once the acquisition completes, these tentative plans seem to firm. If anything, they'll be further delayed. Regardless, it's easy to understand why Xbox might have to wait before it's forced to make a decision regarding Call of Duty's future. PlayStation's marketing deal with Activision has led to a variety of exclusive content created just for PlayStation over the years, so it's certain to be ending, but Microsoft will still have to fulfill all current contractual obligations. In January, Xbox boss Phil Spencer committed to Xbox continuing to bring Call of Duty games to PlayStation consoles in the future. PlayStation's contract will ensure that's true for the next several years. After that, Spencer will have to reevaluate. Call of Duty games could start launching on Xbox Day 1, or they could become console exclusive. I doubt that they become console exclusive because of the FTC dealings, but the thing that people don't understand, or that I kind of wanted everybody to understand, is where a lot of this speculation came from, was the fact that when Sony actually did the deal with Resident Evil Village, right? A lot of people, got a hold of that sort of contract, and in the contract it said that Capcom wasn't allowed to put Resident Evil Village on a competing platform service, so it couldn't go on Epic Game Store free games. It couldn't go on Game Pass or Games with Gold or anything like that for a year, and people are assuming that that's going to be the case for this with Sony. But I would point out a couple of stark differences. Activision is not Capcom, and Sony paid for the marketing of Resident Evil Village, and they got a exclusive demo as well out of the deal. So they actually paid for the marketing and things like that, which is very expensive to do. And when it comes to Call of Duty, obviously Activision is paying for their own kind of marketing and things like that. The deal that Sony pays for is for some kind of exclusive content and marketing rights, being able to put a PlayStation logo behind it, and also leading into my next little bit of announcement when it comes to Call of Duty. So this is something as well that Sony has a kind of advantage of over Xbox. So we could be looking at a situation where not only is Xbox not allowed to use Game Pass day and date with Call of Duty for a few more years, but then there's also this situation where we could have these games end up with an exclusive VR experience for PSVR 2. So according to this anyway, Sony's confirmed that the next State of Play showcase, due to air Thursday, June 2nd, will include a sneak peek at several games in development for PSVR 2. On the heels of this news, Valve shared a rumor that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 will feature an exclusive and free PlayStation VR 2 experience. This would be a standalone mode where players get on the ground as a Tier 1 operator, and the report also says this is supposed to launch alongside PSVR 2, which begs the question, is the new VR headset from Sony coming in late 2022? Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 has been dated for October 28th, featuring a brand new Escape from Tarkov-inspired DMZ mode. If Sony plans to release PSVR 2 in 5 months, they need to announce it fairly soon. There's also an additional PSVR 2 rumor floating around today. Brian Paul from PSVR Without Parole revealed in the latest Gamecast that Supermassive Games, who did Until Dawn and the Dark Pictures anthology and The Quarry, an upcoming game, had been contracted to create a Killzone VR game for the first PlayStation VR. However, after years of development, Sony was not happy with the progress and decided to restart from scratch internally in 2019. As such, it is possible that this Killzone VR project will also be among the launch titles, which Sony recently confirmed will be over 20 first-party games and third-party games. So far, the only confirmed first-party PSVR 2 games is Horizon Call of the Mountain, developed by Firesprite in conjunction with Guerrilla Games. It'll feature a new main character, even though Aloy will still be in the game. We also know that Scion is bringing Firmament from PSVR 2, while both CodeSync and In Dreams are working on projects for Sony's upcoming virtual reality headset. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, it wouldn't be the first time there was a VR mode in a Call of Duty game for PlayStation. If you guys remember, there was in Infinite Warfare, there was a very interesting situation where the game had a Jackal mode, which is like a flying mode. I think it was about 30 minutes long or 40 minutes long, something like that. It was actually pretty cool. I think anytime you can do like flying stuff, space stuff, it's really cool to kind of do that. And listen, so this is the potential right now. I'm going to lay this out. So even though Microsoft owns Activision, Call of Duty will never probably be exclusive, and people are just going to have to deal with that. In addition to it not being exclusive, it might not even launch day one into Game Pass for another few years. And even after Microsoft owns it, it looks like there's going to could possibly be exclusive modes and features for some time to come on PlayStation, which is a little bit of a bummer if you're an Xbox fan, because that's the last thing you want to see. So yeah, I mean, do I personally think they could put it in Game Pass day one? I think so. I mean, if MLB The Show, which is made by Sony, can go in Game Pass day one, I don't see why this wouldn't be. And I don't think that they would have the same deal, as as you would see with Capcom, who is obviously not Activision. So I think that Microsoft and Sony are two totally different kind of companies. I think Microsoft will honor the deals for things, but I don't think that that's a deal. But we're going to have to just wait and see. I hope that it goes in Game Pass. I think that's going to be huge for getting the player base up, but I would love to hear what you guys think. Sound off below. Thanks for watching. If you do enjoy the video, please leave a like on it. It helps the video to be seen and the channel to grow. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. Thanks for watching. Crap Gamer out.